everyone, welcome back to the channel. If it's your first time here, welcome. I'm Loriente, and I am so grateful that you are here taking some time out of your busy day to hang out with me. In today's video, I'm going to be sharing what my evening routine looks like on the days that I have to go into office. So I am a working mom and I have a hybrid schedule. I'm barely hybrid though. I feel kind of guilty even saying that because I'm only in office one day a week. And the rest of the time I work from home. And I've gotten so accustomed to working at home in my own space by myself that I am like a trillion times more productive at home than I am in the office. Office days tend to be like very meeting heavy, very kind of just chattering and catching up with my coworkers and stuff like that. So I feel like I don't get nearly as much done as when I'm at home in solitary confinement. So it is interesting how things do change because I used to be somebody who worked in the office every single day, like pre-pandemic. I have no idea how I would manage that. Now that I'm a mother, it just seems crazy to me. I know that people do it all of the time and my heart is with all of you because I cannot even imagine the stress of having like a really long commute daily while also like raising kids and having to get them to their activities and stuff like that. So if you're a parent and that's part of your everyday, you are amazing. Like that's the only word for it. You are amazing. And I am so appreciative of the opportunity to kind of have more remote work in this hybrid schedule, the flexibility that that does bring for my family. And I know that I am incredibly fortunate to have that. I know that that's not everybody's reality. And I don't know if it'll be mine forever. It's just mine right now. So I'm just kind of going with the flow and enjoying it while I have it. But I do enjoy my office days. They are a nice way to kind of break up the routine of just like being at home. My commute's not my favorite, but it's not the worst. I try to use that time to either listen to music that I really like that I can't listen to around the kids, or a podcast or something like that to just make the drive a little bit more bearable and a little bit more enjoyable. Sometimes I'll even put on like an audiobook or something like that. This kind of hour becomes like my little piece of self-care, and it is a good way to kind of decompress from like an office day to jumping into motherhood, because when I work from home I don't have that. I'm just like right back into it. Hi! Hi, why are you upset? Why are you upset? Whenever I work outside the house, my favorite part of the day is coming home and getting to just hug my little family. Usually the kids are so excited to see me when I walk through the door. It's like, it's just nothing compares. But we got to say quick hellos. I got to get in the kitchen. We have a schedule to keep on top of, so I have to get dinner on the table. On days that I work in the office, I do not cook. I usually cook a double batch of something on a night leading up to that. This way we can have the leftovers on the nights that I have to work outside the house. If I had to commute and cook, we wouldn't eat until 9 o'clock. Then I head upstairs and I change into comfy clothes, because if you thought that I was going to stay in my work clothes all night, you're crazy. I live in sweats 90% of the time. That's my natural form and it's how I'm most comfortable. So I'm going to get back in my sweats, and then I'm going to get started on the housework that literally never ends and is always waiting. Does anybody else feel like it doesn't matter how many loads of laundry they do in a week, they are absolutely never caught up on laundry? I can confidently say I have never in my adult life been caught up on laundry. It's never happened. There's always something that needs to be washed, folded, or put away. Like, what is this? What's the system? If you figured it out, can you share it with all of us? Because we're all really tired of this horrible cycle. Some weeknight evenings I am solo momming because my husband works kind of late hours. But on the nights that he's home, I love that we are all together and we both try to tackle some kind of chore. So we're not saving everything for the weekend, even though it doesn't really matter. We're never caught up. You're never, ever caught up. There's always something to do. On this particular night, he had to run to PetSmart to pick up dog food and wee-wee pads because we had run out. So while I was handling things on the home front, he was handling that. And while I was stirring, Ariella came in with her big brown eyes and her pouty lip and asked me, "Mama, will you watch Bluey with me?" And my answer to that question is quite literally always going to be yes. Yes, because nothing gets better than cuddling with her and watching my favorite kids show. Bluey is my favorite, and for so long my kids didn't love it, and now Ariella especially is into it, so it's kind of become like our little thing. As a really busy working mom, my attention can be in a million different places at once. And my kids both know that if they ever need me to stop what I'm doing and they need my attention for whatever reason, my son just needs to ask me if I'll read a book to him. I always stop and read, and my daughter just has to ask me to sit and watch Bluey or a show with her. And I will always stop and watch an episode with her and give her that little bit of one-on-one time that she probably needs but doesn't know how to properly articulate needing. Mike often gives me the option after dinner on whether I'd rather like wash the dishes and clean up the kitchen or bathe the children. I pretty much always pick to clean the kitchen and wash the dishes. To me, this is easy. It's monotonous. I can put my brain on autopilot, listen to some music or a podcast and just kind of go at it. And it's usually quiet down here because the kids are upstairs in the tub. So I love this time until I have to open the dishwasher. And then I am filled with a kind of rage that can only be unleashed by a wife seeing how her husband has loaded the dishwasher, because we have very different goals, I think, when it comes to the dishwasher. Mine is to get the dishes clean, and I think Mike's is to just get them out of the sink. I don't really know for sure, but all I know is we're not on the same page here. We're just not. Once everything is cleaned up for the evening, we have some dedicated, distraction-free playtime together. This, to me, is very, very important, and I try to fit this in every single day. However, how long I have to dedicate to it varies if I want to stick to, our bedtime schedule. So sometimes we only have 15 minutes for this. Sometimes we have 30. Sometimes we have an hour, depending on how efficient we were that evening. It really just depends. And you'll hear me sometimes, like if you're a fly on the wall, telling the kids, like, if we hurry and eat our dinner, we'll have more time to play afterwards. And that's kind of how I try to get them to move along, because they love a good dilly-dally. Okay, that should have been their names, Dilly and Dally. But on this particular night, Josiah picked the National Geographic's like Marble Run toy. This is a STEM toy. So I love this because while we're having fun together, we're also learning. So we're having really good lessons on like physics, where we're talking about gravity and momentum and inertia. And it's really cool to see him kind of pick up the tricks to do these properly as we go. Like he'll be like, no, it's not going to go fast enough. We need to make it higher on this end. So love to see it. We do a quick cleanup after playtime, make sure all these toys are put away properly, and then we head upstairs to get ready for bed. And this is when the kids will brush their teeth and go potty before bed. 1, 2, 3. What about this one? That's not a book to read, baby. It's just an I Spy book.
I want it. I like it.
All right. I spy a bird and a small balloon.
My leg is my mommy.
Bird.
And take me to the mountain.
I spy a horse and a yellow duck.
And
Dragonite.
You're gonna be checked. My woo!
Josiah, get in this bed. They'll sit right here. He can protect you right here. Okay? Alright, you in?
Yeah.
Alright. I'm gonna be so transparent with you right now. I hate putting my kids to sleep every night because this is 45 minutes that I'll never get back. And I'll be the first to admit that we probably don't have the best bedtime routine. Like, we kind of got the kids in the habit. I shouldn't say we. I'm going to blame this on my husband, because before he started helping me put everybody to bed at night, I never laid with them until they fell asleep. It's something that he started to do because he would fall asleep in their rooms with them when he would help, and they just got accustomed to somebody being in there with them until they fell asleep. And so then they expected it of me as well. and it became the only way I could get them to go to sleep. So that's what we do. I know it's not the best, and I know that there are some people watching this going, I would never. I wish I didn't, but I do. And so what I try to say to myself to keep myself from getting too frustrated is, 1, this is good bonding time with them one-on-one. And 2, once the kids kind of stop chatting and they start to kind of drift to sleep, this is a good time for me to just like doom scroll on my phone or read a little bit. Just giving myself some more time before I jump into the next task, which is usually like laundry or bill paying or just something unfun. When you're a busy mom, the busy working mom, like you kind of just have to find like little pockets for yourself throughout your day whenever you can. It's like I'm always multitasking my me time. Once my task or chore is complete for the evening, I can finally chill out. And this is when Mike and I get our time together. So we'll usually just sit on the couch or in bed and we'll watch a movie or a show. Sometimes we just talk for hours. It really depends on the night and how we're feeling. This is deceiving because I'm making Mike a snack, and usually Mike shows me love by making me a snack and filling up my Stanley cup every night. That's my love language, snacks. And from here, the night doesn't get any more exciting or eventful. So we just gotta hang out and then we take it up to bed around 11 o'clock. But I hope you guys enjoyed hanging out with me this evening as I showed you what my evenings look like when I'm coming from, a commute and working in an office setting. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. Leave me any comments or questions below. Don't forget to subscribe for more videos from me in the future, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.